Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
You find yourself in a tavern.
Oh, we should have checked for traps.
I knew he forgot something.
I think I can reason with him.
You killed his father.
Can I have sex with it?
You could certainly try.
I'm gonna touch a sword.
Don't touch the sword!
The child is evil, right?
Obviously.
I could cast Fireball.
Always cast Fireball.
All right. Roll for it. So, Vect is hanging off of the corner of the column. He is dressed in the same garb you've seen him in before many times, his white and black crisscrossing monk-like robes with wraps up both of his arms, completely covering his skin and his body, and on his face that cold porcelain mask, dangling in the air looking down at all of you, after just saying, well, I guess we'll wait here and watch the end of the world. And you see, looking up on the planar system, let's call it, it's like a metallic floating screen on the far end of the observatory. It looks like all of the pieces are more or less kind of hovering in air by some type of, you can imagine, psychic energy. And you can see it. Carceri has broken, and you see this black smoke starting to billow out into the ethereal plane, the super highway that connects all of the planes in the planar system. And you see this black smoke starting to spread out further and further. Now, there's a lot to cover here, but you can see Carceri is starting to make its move. Right now, the spawning stone with a milky white essence just pulsing in the center of the room, these crystalline pipes coming out of it, embedding it into the floor as it floats above. It is still a massive stone with impossible geometric shapes, but no longer does it have that shimmering kaleidoscopic color. It is now a milky pale white with alchemical inscriptions and engravings all over it. On the floor near the stone, you see the remnants of the spell that you cast, Sweeney, Gate, flickering ever so loosely as it starts to slowly lose power. All of you, well, not all, but most of you, Sweeney, Izzy, Alaric, and even Khyle is the name that he's been going by, the air elemental, are all feeling sick. A uncomfortable tickle in the back of your throat, a cold sweat, and you can feel this unnerving sensation throughout your body. This, of course, came on only moments after you saw previously this old man explode in lightning and ember and flowers moments before, similar to ways you've seen Umbernacht go, the way that you've heard others go. And this unsettling feeling is rolling over all of you. Although the Ifrit and Horace in particular, Horace, you feel fine. You're unaffected. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, maybe your only help moments ago was just stabbed through the heart as Michael hit the floor with a thud and collapsed dead, with Vect's psychic image, his construct, fading away as laughter fills the room. What do you do?
I'm going to let go of Alaric. Let him drop into the mansion.
So you basically let go of his collar.
Let go of his collar and let him drop.
And just drop, and he just, ah! And just
Yeah.
right through the gate.
Yeah. I don't want to deal with two assholes.
Yeah.
As long as I'm within 30 feet of the portal, this is interesting phrasing, of Mordenkainen's mansion, I can close it. Does that count from the inside as well, if I'm within 30 feet of the door on the inside?
Like, if you're within 30... So how do you close the door? You have to be within 30 feet of it?
Yeah, I commanded the door to be closed. I can do that from the outside as if I'm like... No, not the gate. The Mordenkainen's mansion, front door.
How close is the gate to the door inside the mansion?
I mean, it's a 20-foot wide gate, and it's in the foyer, so I think it is within that radius.
I would say if you're close enough, then yes, you can reach out and shut it. Before you do that, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
22.
Okay. So you feel this sickly sensation come over your body, but you're able to reach out and snap your fingers. And as you do, you feel like it's gone through. You feel the shutting of Mordenkainen's mansion, and as soon as you do it, you see lightning start to spark off the tip of your fingers.
Oh, God.
What do you guys do?
The gate only lasts for 1 minute. We should get him in the mansion.
Right.
Okay, get the man
Right.
in the mansion.
Okay, I have a way that I think I can incapacitate him.
Ooh.
How far up is he from us?
He's about 30 feet up and probably like diagonally about 20.
I can fly.
You
Wait.
can.
I'm hovering, and I'm going to fly toward him, but non-threateningly.
Wait, he's just standing on a pillar?
He's like hanging off a pillar, like
Hanging off
singing
a
in the rain.
pillar.
Singing in the Rain style, the classic play that you've all
Pillar's
seen.
made out of stone?
Yeah, it looks to be.
Everything in this place is stone.
Yeah, it
or
looks like
glass.
it's like stone or glass. There's some metallic golden piping that's going into the spawning stone.
Okay. I'm going to non-threateningly. No, my sword's not out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, with my arms open, like slowly, like hover up toward him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say to him, "You probably think we're a joke, don't you?"
Well, of course. I mean, listen, I appreciate the clever attempts. That is, God, what is that called again? And he's looking down at the gate on the floor. Is that gate? Am I right, Sweeney? You know I hunted wizards, right? These little tricks and games are not new to me. But this is clever. I don't know what that leads to, but clearly you're going to put me in some kind of box or some type of container. But,
We just wanted an even playing field, but
why would I want that?
I know it doesn't work for you. But I want to ask you one more question, Vect.
What's
If we're
that?
such a joke, why aren't you laughing? And I pull out the dust of Karakai and smash it so a huge cloud of dust blows up.
Oh my god!
Nice. Okay.
Horace!
So you throw it against. I guess you throw it against the column right next to him.
Yeah.
And it explodes.
Yeah.
So what is the save he has to make
He
for
has
the
to
dust?
make a DC 15 Constitution.
Okay. That's good stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I rolled a 2, and his Constitution is amazing. So yeah, he fails.
So he can't breathe because he's laughing so hard?
We did some stretches before we started.
You are amazing.
Horace is amazing.
And he also is incapacitated.
Okay. All right. So he's just
So we should probably roll initiative.
yes. So let's do it.
That's such a a me move.
That was
I'm
so
proud
good.
of you.
All right,
Oh, you're suffocating a bad guy.
Horace. What did you get?
Shit. I got a 6.
Sweeney.
6.
Oh, who's that?
Ooh.
You probably have the higher
Horace is-
dex.
I have a
Horace?
dex of 3.
Yeah, I have a 5.
Izzy.
15.
Karafir got a 13.
You need to do your most grabby animal you've ever done.
And then what did
Pull him into that.
I have an idea.
what did Khyle get?
22. It's not affected if he takes damage, right?
Nope. He just has to. He gets to make a save every one of his turns. Oh, but he has to be conscious to be making the saves.
Oh,
He's incapacitated,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that doesn't mean
Not
he's
out.
unconscious.
Right.
right.
It's just he's incapacitated because all he's doing is literally laughing.
Right.
Yeah.
And can't breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. The as we know, the ultimate way to
Yeah. Right. The way to kill people.
the way to kill people at highest levels is
Yeah.
to make them not breathe. Okay. Up first is Khyle. Khyle is going to have to roll a Constitution saving throw first.
13.
He fails. Instead of moving to do whatever he was going to do, wind off his arm starts to solidify into stone into the ground, and Khyle starts screeching, and he takes 30, let's call it elemental damage.
Okay. Yeah, I guess there's not really a thing in the book for this.
He does not do anything.
That's fair.
Vec's up next. He doesn't do anything. He's completely incapacitated. He starts laughing, and he's going to make a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. Constitution 15.
15. He did pass the save, so he catches his breath. You son of a bitch! And Izzy, you're up next.
Nobody calls mommy a bitch.
I'm
Izzy-
the bitch here.
Now, Izzy, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Dude, you're not a hot roller.
No, I am the worst roller. 9.
So you fail, and as you start to move towards Vect, you feel plants explode out of your back and rip and grab into the ground and drag you back. you take 30 elemental damage.
Holy word. Well,
Carafir is up next. Actually, before Carafir goes,
Oh, yeah.
Vect is going to take one of his legendary actions.
Uh-oh.
And reaches his hand down and looks towards you, Horace. And you're really close to him. So he's not going to go very far. He actually leaps off the column at you and goes to strike at your throat with his hand.
Okay.
So he's going to make a strike attack against you. That's not going to be enough. That was a bad roll. That's a 17.
Okay.
That's not enough to hit
22.
you. So he goes to strike at you, but he's still out of breath from what you did, and he clangs off of your armor.
On my turn, tell me when I'd like to counterattack with a grab.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like, I'd like to do, like, a... while
on
he's
your
off
turn,
balance.
like, basically when he's off balance,
Yeah,
you can just
grab
grab him.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. Carafir's up now.
Carafir's going to conjure a fire elemental.
Okay.
He's going to conjure the fire elemental right next to Vect. Because the range is 90 feet.
just right up its butthole.
Yep.
Just from the butthole. How about that? Is
So,
that possible?
I guess I'll roll for initiative for the fire elemental.
Yes, but before you do, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw for the fire elemental.
It's a pretty good roll. 20 total.
getting
It
creative.
fails, and you see it start to sniffle.
Bummer. Okay.
Roll the initiative for me.
That's a 4 off a natural 1.
Okay.
And the concentration for Carafir is currently on Conjure Elemental.
All right, Horace, it's your turn. You can use your grab if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah, I can only teleport everybody if they're willing.
Oh.
I was going to see if I could teleport with them. Okay. Yeah, so strength check.
That was a clever idea.
Yeah, I was going to try to teleport with them.
Oh, and also, Carafir is going to move a little bit closer towards Vect.
Okay.
He's got a fly speed of 60, but he's not going to go all the way towards him. He's just going to get airborne and just try to get in a better vantage point for other stuff. Try to get above Vect, I guess.
Okay.
He wants to get above him.
Horace, before you go,
Yeah.
because that was Carafir's turn, he's going to
Yeah.
use another legendary action to try to
Okay.
strike you.
Okay.
That is only a 20. Is that enough?
22.
Okay, so that's a no-go.
Okay, so this time, as he's striking for my throat, I let it go right over my shoulder and get under his armpit, and I'm going to do a, try to grab him, like in a
Nice.
judo strike.
Okay. So he'll use Dex to try to
That's
beat.
Not that good.
He got a total of a 19.
I got a 17. Yeah, I got a 17. Oh, wait, no. Any strength check, because I'm a remarkable athlete,
Yes.
gets plus
Half your proficiency
half my
modifier.
proficiency. So that's a 20.
Exactly enough. So he literally, so in some badass move, he tries to slip out, but your strength overpowers and just grapples his arm down.
And I'm not flying anymore. We're falling towards the mansion.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm holding. So the other question, forgive me, my imagination of the way the gate was working was not necessarily that the gate was opening through the roof of the mansion, but that if I'm falling, I will then hit because it doesn't have to be the same gravity
Oh.
or orientation.
It is, though. It is in the ceiling.
Oh, okay, it is in
Yeah.
the ceiling. Okay, but it didn't have to be, right?
That would have been really cool.
Yeah, I could have fallen through and then landed.
Like Monsters
slid.
Inc. No, actually, that was deliberate because
Okay.
I want to make it harder for him to get back
Right.
up out of
Okay,
it. So
okay.
it's like 20 feet off the ground.
Got it. I'm gonna take my legendary action.
Wait, what?
Oh, Jay, we didn't tell you. We all went and got those.
Yo, yeah, we got
You guys went and got legendary actions?
Yeah, Teddy's Tin Shop, man.
We
they
all
sell
have
everything.
them. They're pretty cool.
We have 9 each.
I'm Horace Kemp, and I endorse this message.
So you've grappled him and you are pulling him down towards the hole. Sweeney, you're going to be up next. You're going to need to make a Constitution saving throw.
22 again.
That's just enough.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Keep rolling
man.
15s.
So you still feel that cold sweat. Like you haven't broken out of it, but you're able to move normally. And you feel this pain all over your body, but you can act. What do you do?
I want to do everything all at once forever. Okay, I turn to Khyle, and I realized for a moment that at one point I named him Nico, but he didn't like me, and he hasn't put up a fuss since I've been calling him Khyle, so I just say, "Hey, pal," and I jump into his arms, because he's got a... Oh, wait, no, he's all fucked up, isn't he?
He is fucked up.
Then I'm not doing that. How far am I from the controls beneath the map?
You're probably like a good 100 feet. It's on the other side of the room.
That's 70 feet more than I was hoping. Okay.
Aren't we all supposed to try to get into the mansion?
If I break concentration, we're trapped in there with him.
Oh, so you should be the last one going through
I
the
should be the
hole.
last one going through the hole.
So, can you
Can you
heal
put a
me?
Can you put a way of not getting out of the hole?
I can close the mansion.
But
I
then
can
I
close
can't
the
get
gates.
in.
You could close the gate, so it's just me and him.
Yeah.
But that's not fair. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Do you
You
guys
need to
have
all be
any
there.
way to get to me?
I'm gonna just jump down the hole.
We can jump down the hole.
I just saw you fall
You
through
don't
the
have
hole.
any like plane shift or anything like that, right?
She's got a plane shift, and
It's not. That wouldn't work.
Carafir has a plane shift.
Oh, but isn't
don't
everything turned off here?
Except between the mansion. Here's what I will do then. I'm about to be way, way, way out of spell slots.
Okay.
But I don't know how long I'm gonna last.
Grab a crossbow and do some work.
I point to it took
Pull
me a
out the
minute.
longbow.
It took me a second. That was a way Homer. I take out. You know what? If this is our last adventure, I'm gonna go ahead and actually read some fucking flavor. I take out a handful of glass, and I point at Vect, and I say, Neanderthal, and I will cast Feeble Mind on him.
Ooh, all right.
Nice.
So this is a what saving throw?
First, he takes 46 psychic damage. That happens regardless. 5, 6, 8, 9, 13 psychic damage. I don't know if he has any resistance or whatever to that.
You see that this has no effect on him.
That is not at all surprising. It's an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
The DC is 19.
No, that's a success. That's a 25.
Damn.
That is not terribly surprising. That is my 8th level spell. I have nothing above a 6th left.
Okay.
I'm gonna run a little bit around the way and try to just close the distance between me and the
gate.
controls.
Oh.
Control.
The controls to the map. I want to start moving in that direction.
Okay.
As a legendary action, his last one, he's going to try to grab a hold of the edge as he's about to pass through.
Oh man, so that means I was casting that as he was falling by? That's so
Yes.
cool!
Do I need to do a
So
strength?
yeah, we're gonna do a strength versus dex
Okay.
check again.
Come on, Horace.
Not great. That's a 19.
Nice.
That's a 30.
Oh god! So
Eat it.
he reaches out and you tighten your grip
Yeah.
and shvoom, and
Yeah.
you and Vec go flying into the
I
mansion.
slap his hand.
All right. It's now the fire elemental's turn. It failed, so it's going to need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 4.
So its bottom half of it explodes into lightning as it like ripples out into the room. It starts sparking near to you, Izzy, where it was summoned, and actually, the Ifrit needs to take a Dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit. Carafir got a 3.
So he takes 24 lightning damage.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Um,
And how much damage did
the fire elemental takes 30 elemental damage.
okay. 24 for Carafir?
Yes. So you guys, Horace, you and Vect fly into the room, hit the ground. As soon as this happens, this is the top of the round, and you see Vect reach his hand up, and he can still see into the room above, and you see him look like he's pulling something. The dust...
Keep in mind his abilities are different because he's in the mansion now.
Correct, but there's still a doorway into, like, there's still that air up there. And you guys haven't closed said gate yet. And Vect pulls his hand, and you see smoke off of the silk and the columns around start to just shoot down really fast and start to materialize into a solid object. And with potentially a lair action, you see
Oh, God.
an object 25 feet high of a staircase creeping upwards, backwards to the gate, leading back up out into the observatory.
Hey, fun fact, by the way, Carafir lost concentration, so that fire elemental's a rogue agent now.
Oh.
Run away!
Everybody's making bosses.
Well, hey, I'm not the only one now. I feel a lot better.
What's next? Doris is going to start attacking us?
Don't put that idea out there. Don't put that in the ether.
I did have that idea, actually, earlier.
Up next is formerly Khyle, now remembering his name is Nico, is up next.
He's got to make a save then.
He does.
Worse, probably, from what I had before. It's a 6.
He's going to take another 30 elemental damage as his left arm starts to grow a tree trunk out of it and slowly start pulling him towards the ground.
Cool.
Up next is Vect.
Oh, dear.
I'm still gripping him.
Yeah.
How much falling damage did they take, by the way?
Oh yeah, because how high is your mansion?
I think it's 20 feet off the ground, and so Alark took some as well.
20 feet off the
Yeah.
ground. So that's going to be, I think it's for every 2d6. So roll 2d6 for me.
For Alaric. That's 8.
So, yeah, he's okay.
And then I think it's another 30 on top of that, so 5 to Vect and Horace.
Yeah, so 5d6 for both of them.
Ooh, a lot of ones. Well, 2 ones. 14.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Alaric had no concentration spells going, so that's
Yeah.
not an issue. Did Alaric roll initiative? Do we roll for him?
No, because you dropped him right away
Yeah.
first. You dropped him down. He's now in the room, so I'll roll for
Okay, got
initiative
it.
for him.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because you dropped him before you
That was
guys
before we
actually
even
did
rolled
anything.
initiative.
No.
Okay. So Vect is going to shift his weight around towards you. You like to fuck with people, all right? My turn. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that's not bad actually. 19.
Yeah, you passed.
Horace.
That voice says, but just barely, by the way.
Just-
That was the big ol'
Oh my
asterisk.
Just barely.
God.
I grip him tighter and I go like, you forgot what a wise ass I am.
Nice.
And you can feel like there was something creeping over your mind. Speaking of which, when this first happens, you feel inside all of your shared space that there is something in there that's starting to work on the doors that you have.
One
to
of the
your
doors
labyrinth.
was cracked, which was mine.
Yep.
Yours was kind of broken. Was it cracked?
It was.
No,
It was
starting to be picked at. But
It was.
but
It was
no
slightly
way.
damaged,
Yeah.
but like yours
Got it.
was like almost completely shattered at
Yeah.
this
Got it.
point.
Yeah, Horace's was, I believe they smashed the mirror.
Yeah, mine's gone.
Yours gone.
Yeah.
All right, Izzy, it's your turn.
Am I free to move?
You can roll a Constitution saving throw again.
With resistance. Oh, thank God.
We should all celebrate when she rolls 16s. this is an occasion.
I know. It's so sad.
We also change her dice
20.
so often.
Yeah.
20.
20?
20. No, not good enough.
Unfortunately,
Damn it.
Oh no.
with an asterisk, you also take another 30 elemental damage
I'm not even going to be able to move.
as flowers start to grow off of your back and start
is
to
how I
spark
go.
fire.
How you doing in life?
80.
That's not that bad.
I'm literally just going to turn into a tree standing here.
What a weird end to the story of Izzy.
Yeah.
Vect tries to use a legendary action to break your hold.
Okay.
So he's going to use, again, a dexterity.
Do I
move.
need to roll?
Yep, strength check. He didn't roll very high. 16.
22.
Yeah, you hold him. You've got this guy incapacitated.
Strength. Come on.
All right. Up next is Karafir.
Kirafir is going to move down and try to... He's going to unload the scimitar attacks.
Oh, he's
He's got
coming
a speed,
through the gate.
He's got a speed of 60.
Okay.
He can plane shift and close the gap if it looks like he has
I
to.
position Vect, so I'm holding him, so I'm like, go for it.
Okay. He's going to take 2 scimitar attacks.
You have advantage because you have him grappled. You have him restrained.
Awesome. Well, with advantage, it's not a natural 1. It is, in fact, a 2.
Hey!
Plus 10 to hit, so
That dice should go away.
this is the first D20 I ever bought.
Oh, okay. Well, then it should stay.
The other with advantage is a 26 to hit.
He is going to use a reaction, and just as that last hit comes down, you see a psychic barrier ripple out of him, and it catches the blade and it doesn't hit.
Got it. Okay.
But he's used that reaction. Now that Karafir is attacked, Vect is again going to try to use another legendary action to break this unbreakable
Jiminy Christmas.
just grapple.
He's got 3 per turn. Seems like.
Classic. Ooh, that was better. That was a 25.
That might get it. 17. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. 21.
So he nudges a little bit against your muscles. Like at this point, he's fought you enough and pushed at all the different points, much like somebody kind of testing the strengths and your weaknesses. He's figured out a way to break it and like in one quick motion slips right out from your grasp.
Karafir, if he gets an attack of opportunity, is going to try to grapple instead of hitting.
Okay. Well, he's just slipped out. He hasn't moved yet.
Yeah, I know.
But
Calling
up
that out.
next is Horace. So it is your turn.
I'm fucking gonna try to grab him again.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right.
Yeah. We're wrestling on the ground.
Ooh, that was very good. That was a 29. I got one short of the highest roll you can get.
27.
You come at him again and
Can I action surge
and try it again? You can.
All right.
This one instead was a 14.
26.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now this hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But you see this time you wrap your arms around him and you can feel it, how he's tense. Like, there is serious rage that this idiot has been able to catch him so many times, and you feel it as soon as you tighten your arms around it and you have him. A psychic barrier pushes back against your arms and just rips your arms wide open as he uses one of his legendary resistances against your grapple. He might not have many of those.
Okay. Oh, so he resisted it.
So sometimes with things that are very powerful,
Yeah.
they have a thing called legendary resistance where if they fail, they can choose to pass automatically.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Now, they usually don't have many of these.
Okay.
But
And they don't recharge.
they don't recharge.
or they
Okay.
do when they sleep.
Okay.
Look, you got him to burn a legendary resistance.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'll
With a
accept that.
grapple, might I add, not a meteor swarm or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
All right. So, Sweeney, you're up next.
I gotta make a save. I failed because I did not roll a 15. That is a total of 20.
So, you go to start moving, and you feel your right foot melt into water down to your calf as you sink into the ground for a second as your foot basically just disappears. And it is just a puddle of water beneath you, and you catch yourself, and you feel it. This delirious feeling starting to overtake your body as you just feel powerful, dangerous magic whirling up inside of you, and you take 30 elemental damage.
Okay, I have to make a concentration check, or the gate closes.
That actually might be the best thing for you guys.
I'm kind of hoping it does. No, I made the save, actually.
Okay.
18, and the DC is 15 because it's half the damage I took, which is 30. But I'm going to close the gate.
Okay.
As an action?
It's not even an action.
Just do it.
I mean, here's the thing. I could cast anything that's a concentration spell and just end it automatically.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How do we get to Horace?
1v1 me, bro.
I hate the idea so much, but I don't want to do it. I
I mean, it's okay if I die.
No.
No, it's not.
Can I hit?
Yeah.
Here's a question. Okay, hang on. He's restrained.
Yeah.
No, he's
No,
not
he's
restrained.
not
He forced it out.
restrained.
I mean, if you want to trap him in a murder box with Horace,
I kind of do.
Oh, remember the murder box? I missed that.
Here's how I do it, though.
Never found out what it did.
I'm going to take out a scroll from my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, wait, can I do anything?
And write your
you
autobiography.
can't do anything.
I can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
Welcome to my life.
Can I even choose to end concentration?
I was going to say no.
That's honestly fair.
So like literally like this isn't like you only get a bonus action or something. Like you have like literally you are reeling. You feel this like overwhelming sickness inside of you.
Yeah, you're right. I failed to save. I can't do anything. So, end of turn.
All right. Up next is actually Alaric, who is lying down in this mansion with all of you and is reeling. He's going to have to make a Constitution saving throw.
It's just me and the Ifrit and Alaric.
And
in
Alaric
there.
down there,
Yeah.
which he fails. So he's going to take 30 elemental damage, and he is unconscious.
Holy shit.
So
We wrecked him.
Alaric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
specifically,
Vect?
no. He's not affected at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, Alaric specifically, Horace,
Yeah.
you wrecked.
Honestly, I mean, like, I didn't want to have to deal with him, too.
And he just, you see his eyes like roll into the back of his head as he hits the bottom of the mansion, and lightning just starts to spark off of his body, just cooking him.
Yeah. I go, shh, it's only dreams now.
It's Vec's turn to take a legendary action, and he leaps up onto the stairs and starts sprinting up to get out of the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, the Ifrit's going to try to grapple him on the way out.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Plus 6.
Well, let's see. No, that's a 25. Oh, that's a 26. You get him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he rolled a 25. You rolled a
Thanks.
26 with a natural 20.
Wow.
So the Ifrit literally
20.
grabs him as he's running up the stairs. Just this billowy fire red arm just wraps him.
That's what I was going to wish for.
Who knew? The ultimate danger to Vect was going to be grappling. Amazing. I love this. All right, so
Shit out of
we're
him.
doing no damage to him, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just giving you guys time to get through the gate.
We can't move.
I know, but
You gotta kill this mofo.
I can't move.
Here's the
can't
thing.
move.
Now that he's grappled by someone who's not you,
yeah.
You got some attacks, man.
Yeah.
You got 8 attacks.
Yeah.
All right, up next, and that was because he just used that after a lark went down, is the fire elemental.
Constitution saving throw. That's a 2.
That's gross.
Takes another 30 elemental damage as flowers explode off the top of it. And I think at this point it's taken 90 elemental damage. Is it still alive?
Yes, it has 42 hit points. It's only taken 60.
No, it's been hit
The
all
fire
3
the
times.
fire elemental's only been in this round for 2 fights.
That's right. Nico has, he hasn't had his third thing yet.
Yeah, Nico has 30 out of 90, so the next time he rolls bad, which he will die. Or go unconscious. I don't know how it works. But
So the fire elemental, the top of its head, flowers explode out of it. It is looking pretty bad. Up next is the top of the round, and a lair action takes place. And you see Vect held by the Ifrit as it stepped onto the stairway. You see Vect move his hand again, and more of the dust from the stair starts to pull away to form a large 20 by 20 solid block of stone above you, Horace, and the Ifrit.
Sure.
And it drops. Dex saves for Horace and the Ifrit.
If he makes the save, does he roll away from Vect?
Yes.
He's
so
not-
do you want him to stay?
He's going to stay.
Okay, so he stays. So he's going to take... Actually, hold on. He's got to create the object. Give me 1 second.
Oh, is it random?
No, I made rules for how he...
Oh.
It's creation.
It's in the shape of a kitten.
He's using creation, the power creation.
Oh, I don't know this one. Interesting.
But he's and that's that's enough. So he's able to create a 25 by 25 foot just solid block of stone.
That's so
and drop
much
it.
stone.
So
Full disclosure, the portal's only 20 by 20 feet, so he would have to make it 20.
he's not dropping it out of. He's not pulling it from above into the portal. He pulls like materials off of the staircase he made and makes the block.
Yeah, that's right there.
And drops it, and basically it deals 30 bludgeoning damage. Horace, what did you roll?
I rolled a 24.
Oh yeah,
Save? Dexterity save?
Yeah, you roll away. You don't get hit by it at all.
Okay.
But the Ifrit's going to take 30 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, he's still up.
That's good.
All right,
28 HP, so he cannot do that again.
Okay.
All right, Nico is up next. He's going to have to make a Constitution saving throw.
I do not. No. Yeah, 16, which is pretty good for him, but no.
30 elemental damage rips through his body, and he explodes. Nico is no more.
Oh my god.
It's Vect's turn.
God damn it.
I so wish it wasn't, though.
So Vect looks
Oh,
back
I like remodels.
at you, Horace, and the Ifrit in front of him, and raises his hand defiantly to the Ifrit, puts it right in front of his face, and screams, "Enough!" And I need the Ifrit and you, Horace, to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, God. You know my weakness.
Natural 20.
No, you
A
got
natty
good
20?
intelligence. You rolled
Amazing.
Natural 20 with a plus 3.
I
23.
rolled well. I got a 18.
Okay. So you got an 18.
Yeah.
That's not good
It's not
enough.
Damn. Well, I can
So-
re-roll a failed save.
Do
You
it.
can if you'd like.
Well, that's better.
Better?
21.
21 is enough. So it's a natty 20, but
No.
you are still going to take half damage. So
Okay.
you're going to take 30 psychic damage as
Okay.
a wave rips out of his hand in a 60-foot cone.
30 is the half.
30 is the half.
Karafir is unconscious.
Karafir is unconscious.
And he's not restrained anymore.
And Horace, you are not affected any further than that.
Okay.
But as he does this, you see, because right behind Karafir, because he stood there, his whole back was just, teared by this stone block that came down from the ceiling. Because I'm trying to logically imagine how someone could get hit full on with a block without
Sure.
moving and still be standing there. It's because it, just the edge of it, the corner of it just scraped against his back.
Yeah.
And as he blasts this psychic blast, you see the stone just rip apart. Clearly, if you had been hit by the full effect of this, it would have been devastating.
Now, does that bring Karafir to death, or is he revivable?
I would say for NPC characters, he's dead.
Okay, so he turns to ash. He turns to a flash of fire and a puff of smoke.
Wish granting ash.
Wow, this is helpful, guys. I'm really just dropping all the pieces of paper that I printed out, so
Okay.
that's helpful.
Yeah, you don't have to hold as much paper.
All right,
Yeah.
Horace, it's your turn.
Okay.
Save us, Daddy.
Jesus Christ, you guys. You know what? Oh, God, I don't know if this is a good idea. Well, I have to restrain him first. I am going to try to restrain him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Classic grappling.
I rolled a 1. But, I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck.
You punch yourself in the face.
I punch myself
You
in the
hug- you
face.
just hug yourself.
I go, I'm going to restrain myself.
so you swing to grapple him and you
Yeah.
miss. At this point, he's really started to learn your fighting technique, and he's very like drunken master kung fu style, just like pushing you off using your own
Okay.
body weight against you.
Then for my move action, I am actually going to teleport in his way.
Towards the top of the steps?
yeah.
Because at the top of the
To the top
steps
of the
would be
steps.
the exit of
Yes,
the gate.
I'm going to teleport into his way.
I love this. Great. So
Yeah.
you teleport up. This is great. So like you feint going to grab him,
Yeah.
and then you blink up to the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
All right. Now would be Vect's legendary action.
Oh, God.
So at this point, like the Ifrit has turned to ash. You see a Largic like convulsing on the ground below, like lightning just ripping off and ripping through his body. Up top, like Nico has just faded into ash and flowers at this point. Izzy is hurt with plants and things like coming off of her, as well as Sweeney, who's taken some serious damage. The fire elemental is not looking long for this world, and you, Horace, are standing there at the top of the stairs defiantly, with Vect beneath you, kind of stepping his way up, looking at you. Why are you trying to defend these corpses? I can tell you I'm enjoying this back and forth, Horace. You have certainly put up much more of a fight than I expected, but these people are walking corpses. How about we ignore them and you and I just try and kill each other? How does that sound?
You mean like a 1v1 me bro situation?
Yeah. You know, I'll even give you a weapon if you'd like.
Oh, I have a weapon.
Do you?
I mean, is Dora still on my...
You look down to the hilt of your sword, and you see, because you didn't really notice it, because
I haven't been
why would
using
you? You haven't
Dora's.
been using it.
Yeah.
You see the hilt of Doris also pulsing with electricity and shaking a little bit, almost shaking in its scabbard.
That's cool. I don't need a weapon.
You don't, do you? Well, I appreciate it. As you can see, I've got no weapon either. You ready to do this? You ready to die for your friends?
I mean, yeah. Hell yeah.
Woo!
I started ready. I mean, no, there's been a long arc of growth about me being ready. So I don't want to discount that.
Noted. Wiki page updated.
Okay, then. And Vect in one pushed motion leaps towards you, his hand up to go by you, and is looking to escape out of the mansion. So this is your opportunity to stop him.
Okay.
Are you still inside the mansion?
I am.
He's at the very top of the stairs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll grab for him. Oh, God.
That's a good.
That's
so that's
not
a
an-
26.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is strength, right?
You'll be using strength.
Okay.
Roll
I mean,
so
unless
good.
your dexterity's better.
No. My strength is better. Yeah, my strength is much better. That's a 27.
Holy shit! So he leaps up and starts to slip past you, and in the last moment, just as you grab the back of his hood and pull back, and it just his feet fly forward as you just slam him back down at the top of the stairs. You can see the observatory above you just shimmering through the gate, and up next is Izzy.
Let's see if I can move. 23.
That's enough.
Fuck.
So you push through the pain as like the plants are still growing on you. They're not stopping their growth. They're still growing more on your body, but you can move. You can act. You feel pain all over your body. You're starting to feel like you're going blind, but you are moving. What do?
I'm going to immediately turn into an air elemental and shoot down through the gate towards Vect.
Okay. You do. Your body swirls with wind as you fly down straight at Vect. What do?
Am I at him?
Yeah, you are. As long as you can move 30, you're
Speed
there.
of light.
Oh, yeah, 90.
Oh,
90 in a blink of the
They
eye.
move the speed of light.
oh, I didn't know that.
So,
So you go through them, and everybody explodes. When you go, the whole observatory
Time
explodes.
contracts, and we're back at our
interesting.
first adventure.
Oh my God! Here we go.
interesting thing about space,
You go on.
I love this.
I'm going to fly towards Vect, but I'm also going to fly into Vect.
Yes.
Okay.
Because his mouth is an inch, or at least an inch, right?
I mean, yeah, it's got an
I'm
inch.
gonna fill his lungs
Okay.
with myself.
Okay.
This is all I wanted.
I'm in him.
All right. Well, he's gonna have to make like a save to
Sure.
stop you from like getting into his mouth. He is wearing
It's
a
hard to like not breathe into like a major gust of wind.
So we'll
moving
make,
so quickly.
We'll make this a Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
What's the DC?
Of me.
I would say it's a high DC. I would say we'll make it a
Sure.
DC 20. Doesn't roll high enough, but he feels you start to fill his mouth, and he clenches his teeth, and again this psychic force ripples out from his body and pushes you back. You're near Horace. You haven't been like pushed out of the area, but he pushes you back from going inside his lungs and burns another legendary resistance.
He doesn't have many of those.
He does not. After you do this, Izzy, he's going to use a legendary action. And
How many of these? Oh, he has like at least.
Yeah, those reset every turn.
those reset every turn. He's going to again try to break this grapple you've got on him, Horace.
Am I rolling against him?
Yep. The endless fight.
29.
That you beat him. It's a 21 on Dex. Jeez,
You
you're
were like
rolling like
that.
a beast.
You are the Henry Cavill of this episode.
This is the ultimate fight of strength versus finesse, and just every
need a
time he tries to
fan.
bat you away. All right,
Thinking of reloading his arms now.
Yeah.
so good. Horace, you're up next.
All right, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look down at Doris, and I'm going to say, Doris, be my strength and I'll be yours. Join me! And the metal starts to like wrap around me even out of the
Yep.
sheath and starts to like crawl up my neck, and I am covered in the metal of Doris, the platinum metal.
You are. This is your ultimate ability, your 20 plus level once a day ability, and you are encased in this armor of glistening platinum. Yeah, you are one with Doris.
You fool. I am Doris now.
Oh, shit.
The idiot that is Horace has controlled me for too long.
Oh no.
Now I shall have my revenge.
Oh God, no.
He used to be so Muppety, and now he's like.
Oh, he's sick. He's got a cold.
And so I will, me and Doris, will jump off the stairs and try to slam him to the ground.
Okay.
And while we're doing that, I'm actually trying to like tighten my grip around his neck, like like a chokehold.
Okay. So you lift him off the ground and go to like basically drop him to the floor.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Not that great. Am I rolling strength?
Yeah, just strength versus
Okay.
like you're still holding on to him. So he got a 20 dex.
Oh yeah, I got a 23.
Okay. So yeah, you take him down and just slam him
Damn.
into the floor.
Okay. And I'm trying to like cut his air off.
Okay. So
Yeah.
like you're going like elbow first so that it just
Yeah.
pressures against his throat.
Yeah, so he's like, I want him to basically open his mouth like a fish
Got it.
to allow.
I can
room-
only wonder why.
to allow room
I
for
I
my
want to get
friend.
in there.
All right.
I want to get in that hole.
Roll an attack
Okay.
against him, and you can do your regular attack
regular
because you're
attack?
covered in Doris at this
Okay.
point. Like your
Oh, right.
your armor is just like you.
Okay. Oh boy, that's like a 31.
Yeah, I mean you hit.
Yeah.
You are gonna just
Yeah.
deal damage, so just roll
Yeah.
damage at this point.
Oh, okay.
Because you did your move where you're just basically slamming your
Okay.
armor against his throat.
Do you want me to just roll once damage?
Yeah, roll
Okay.
once for his damage.
That's 13. Oh no, I'm sorry, 14 because I get a +1.
From your door destroyer.
Yeah, from my triumphant
Okay.
joinery.
Yep.
All right.
Quick thing,
Mm-hmm.
the one thing I missed is I get an additional action, an attack.
Oh, when you're-
when I'm bonded,
Yeah.
I take out the brown bead and shove it in his mouth.
The brown bead.
The lightning bead, the bronze
The
bead.
breath of Bahamut. I basically try to shove it in his mouth.
Okay. We'll do another. This will be Dex
Okay.
versus Strength.
That's a natch 20.
Okay, so you just shove that bead into his mouth and crack.
Eat it.
breaks in his mouth. And what does this do again?
So each creature in a 10-foot radius must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity or take 5 to 8 damage.
You're not in the radius anymore because he fell past you.
Yeah,
'Cause he took him-
we fell off the stairs, so you're up
Oh.
above us.
You're out of the radius.
A sphere of transparent force then encloses around the creature for 1 minute. Any creature that failed to save is trapped within it. Creatures that succeed are pushed away from the center of the sphere until they are no longer inside it. Only breathable air can pass through. An enclosed creature can push against it with its action to free itself. Otherwise, the creature and sphere itself can be lifted as if weighing 1
So
pound.
it's like a little bubble jail.
Yeah, but I want it to like basically blow out of them.
It will. We'll do
Oh,
some
it
fun,
will.
We'll do
Yeah.
some fun stuff there. But
Yeah.
it's a DC 15 Dex.
Yeah, Dex.
Okay. That's a natural 1.
Oh.
That
He
is crazy.
involuntarily
Guys,
swallows.
I'm so proud of all the items I've given you that you're starting
We're
to use.
using our
I know.
items.
I'm so proud of all of you. You've come so far. All right, so he fails. What's the damage that it does?
5d8.
So you're gonna do a crit
Oh,
for that
okay.
because you put it in his mouth and it's literally exploding inside
So
of his head.
10 d8.
Want me to roll?
Yeah, 10d8.
Yeah, roll 10 d8. Yeah, please.
Mike loves rolling dice.
Yeah.
I love dice.
Give him the, yeah.
Guys, I'm so proud of you guys in this combat.
It's
This
like,
is like the dream of when you play Final Fantasy
Yes.
and save 100 potions for the last boss.
yeah.
And you're like, let's use them.
10, 20.
Just get creative in where we're putting them.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other holes that can go up.
Urethra. Go urethra.
I will go there.
40 lightning damage.
40 lightning damage. Nice.
That's like his whole bottom jaw.
Nice.
Right? Maybe? I don't know.
So it just shatters out of his mouth and he screeches as this lightning ball forms around him. Are you going to stay in there with him?
Yeah.
Because you can choose not to take the save and you're inside the ball.
yeah.
Shit, do it.
I'm going to stay inside. So do I need to roll Dex?
Well, you take the damage. You don't
Oh.
take 40, you take 20.
Okay, I take 20.
So you
All
take-
right.
It wasn't in your jaw.
Oh, I have resistance to lightning.
So you only take 10.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
We also didn't know you would get resistance to lightning when we gave you that bead. This is so good.
I know. Just coming at bases, y'all.
Basically, this ball wraps around you and
Both of us. right?
and both you
Yeah.
and Vect.
Yeah.
He sees the situation he's in, and you see him like stretch his arms out, and
I'm still gripping him.
you're
by the
still
way.
gripping him.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
in the ball,
Okay.
and gravity reverses.
God damn it.
So
Uh-oh.
he's still in the ball that can be easily lifted, but gravity reverses. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
The ball only weighs 1 pound.
So here's the thing, Horace,
Yeah.
you and Vect are not going to be able to make a save here
Okay.
because there's nothing
Yeah.
to grab on. You're in a
Right.
ball,
And I'm holding him.
and you're holding him.
yeah.
So
Lovingly.
Sweeney, what'd you get?
It's dexterity, right?
It's dexterity.
18.
That's not enough.
I didn't think it would be.
Air?
You are pulled in another direction,
You have to
even if you're just
reorient
floating.
yourself.
You have to
Oh,
reorient. You are
okay.
flying and you're floating.
16.
You rolled a 16? Okay. So you start floating upwards. So everybody, including Sweeney and Izzy and the ball
And the fire elemental,
and the fire elemental,
which
start-
got a natural 20.
Good
wow.
job,
So
fire.
he's fine. He holds tight.
The fire is grabbing onto the ground.
Oh,
Good
quick.
job, fire.
Now the ceiling.
And everyone starts to fly upwards, and the ball starts to cross the threshold. Well, no, it's
No,
gonna
it's got-
take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So it only weighs 1 pound. Right. So
It's like a balloon.
So the balloon, you and Vect start floating up towards the gate. Sweeney, it's your turn.
Okay, well, first I gotta see if I can do anything.
Yep. Constitution saving throw.
Natural 1.
So you take another 30 elemental damage,
Okay.
and you're falling upwards at incredible speed. And as you're falling, you see embers start to burn on your right arm down to your elbow as fire starts to sear your skin.
Concentration check. Yeah, I made the save.
God damn.
No, hang on. Yes, because the DC is 15, it's half the damage. But I'm about to hit the ceiling.
God damn.
How much? You haven't hit it yet.
you
Everybody
have a-
hasn't fell the full. It's a high ceiling.
Don't you have a feather fall?
If I can act. I'm stunned as hell
Oh.
because of the thing.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's it for me. I'm falling towards the ceiling.
All right. Up next is, well, Alaric is like burning up on the floor at this point. Yeah, he failed. So Horace, as you are like fighting against Vect in this ball, you're grappling with him. You look down into the mansion and you see one last gasp as Alaric looks up and sees you, Sweeney, as you're hurtling towards the ceiling, and reaches in one last painful moment as if he's screaming and explodes. And Alaric dies as embers on the floor in the mansion.
And nothing of value was lost.
Yep,
Good
no, I'm
riddance.
fine with that.
Let's bring him back so we can kill him again.
All right, Fire Elemental is up.
Don't laugh, you know we would.
Do resuscitate.
like once a year.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution of 19.
Not enough.
Nope.
So he takes another 30 elemental damage, and this fire elemental looks just absolutely wrecked. Like, this thing looks heavily damaged.
What a waste of space. So, it has done nothing so far.
Hey, no, it grappled. It got his little foot.
No, the Ifriti did.
Oh,
the fire elemental
yeah,
has.
the fire elemental. Yeah, he can go to hell.
Yeah, he's about to.
As a lair action, Vect is going to pull the dust up from the objects beneath in the mansion and form like a cup as if to push him back upwards out of the hole. He's going to move object and basically try to bump himself back up out of it. He pulls enough of the blocks up to hit the bottom of the bubble where he pushes you, Horace, and Vect just outside of the lip of the gate.
Okay.
Into the observatory. And in one motion, it's now Vect's turn. He reaches up to you, Horace, and grabs you beneath your chin.
Okay.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No. That's a 13.
That would be a fail. If you'd like, you have one last reroll you can use.
Okay, here we go. Oh god, that's a 22. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I cannot handle this.
I can't.
So
I
you
wish I had a
feel
fan.
this creeping pain over the back of your mind, and it subsides. Why won't you give in? And up next is Izzy. Now you're looking to catch yourself, but you've got to make a Constitution saving throw first.
16. No.
Not enough.
No.
So your body explodes, and you see little bits of leaves, like essentially these orange, crispy fall leaves, pool off of your wind-sweeping body and start to turn to dust in the air as you start to fly upwards.
I can handle that.
After your turn, Vect is going to take a legendary action to try to break your hold you still have on him.
Roll against him?
Yep. That is a 21.
That's a 27.
Jeez. Impossible to break out of this hold. Great move. All right.
So smart.
Horace, you're up next.
Okay, I've got one more thing for you. I whisper it into his ear. I'm going to shove... This may be the worst move I could ever do, but I'm going to shove a chaos orb into his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Welcome to my brain. Yeah.
That's a 21.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw. That's a 23.
Shit.
He won't open his mouth.
Can I action surge? I have one more. Oh yeah, I get an extra action for having doors around me.
Literally.
You do,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can try one more time.
Okay. That's a 27. No, that's a 25.
As much higher than what I rolled.
Okay.
So what happens is you smash against his mask, because it's like you're not like pulling it up and then sliding in, like it smashes through the porcelain.
Oh, okay.
And you like bits of the porcelain mask goes through as you shove this thing in his mouth.
Okay.
And it cracks in his teeth. As it cracks in his teeth, you see like smoke just shoot out like a quick, almost like a smoke bomb, filling up the inside of this ball. As it happens, you see your armor around you react like dangerously. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's not too bad. 16?
So it's not enough.
no.
Now, this isn't you feeling it.
Oh.
It's Doris.
Uh-oh.
And you see the metal around you start to rip off of your form, and lightning explodes. You're going to take 8d6 lightning damage.
I have lightning resistance from this.
Half.
And Vect is going to see if he dodges. He does. So he'll also take half. Yep. Because you can't dexterity saving throw away from your own armor.
Sure.
You will get hit by that lightning.
Okay. Oh, can I second wind also? It's a bonus action.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah.
32 lightning damage.
32.
Okay.
So I take
16.
16.
Yeah.
And he's
All
going
right.
to take 15. Oh, 16, I round up.
Could you roll a 1d10 for me?
9.
Okay,
Nice.
so 29 healing.
You're in the
29 minus
positive.
16. Yeah. So
Well,
I guess
I
I
mean-
get 13 hit
You,
I
you,
gain 13.
you
just-
net out at 13.
You just get stronger.
Yeah.
As this happens, you hear
So cool.
Doris's voice in your mind. oh no! And you just, like, you can feel that Doris is in pain. You guys are at one, but, like, it feels like you can feel it now. Like, you feel like he's being ripped apart. And Vect looks at you, spits the ball out of his mouth, and you can see scarred, ripped lips with, like, shriveled, heavily scarred flesh on his chin smile back at you.
Well, that's the first time we've ever seen under his mask, right?
Yeah, it looks like a human chin and a human mouth, but he looks heavily scarred underneath this mask.
And not from the ball, but like
Not from the
actually
ball.
scarring. Yeah.
Actual scarring. A little bit on his lips, like he's been in combat, like healed scars, but there is heavy scarring down his chin and towards his throat. He's going to take a legendary action as he smiles. You have no idea how this works, do you? I'm not like one of you little parasites leaning on your magic crutches. This is not going to give you any advantage. Let me show you. And he's going to try to break his grapple again. So, not incredibly good. 19.
26.
Oh, jeez. Cannot break out of that grapple.
It's like when the big brother picks up the little brother, and the little brother's like, you're getting I'm just put me down. You're like,
I'm gonna tell Mom.
I'm like, dude, I'm just so much bigger than you.
All right, Sweeney, it's your turn.
Have I
Constitution.
hit the ceiling? How far?
You're about to. At the,
Oh, okay.
Like, you're about to hit it. But we got to see what happens here.
Can't go through the gate.
That's not enough.
So you take 30 elemental damage,
Okay. I am at 1 hit point.
No.
and you're going to hit the ceiling.
First, concentration check.
And, yep.
15 on the money.
Damn.
But now I'm about to take enough damage to knock me unconscious.
And you, just as you hold it for one more moment,
The last thing Sweeney thinks before he hits the ceiling was, well, I gave you the old college try.
your head hits the ceiling. Everything goes black, and the gate closes, sealing Vect and Horace back in the observatory, and the mansion locked off.
And we're still falling upward.
You're still falling upwards,
Yeah.
but slowly because you're in a
Yeah.
bubble. For his last legendary action, Vect is going to try to break one last time. I say one last time. He's going to keep trying. Vect tries to break your grapple again, Horace. It's not very good, especially without you rolling.
27.
Not enough. God, Vect is rolling well below 10s, and you're rolling well above 10s. This is madness. All right. It is the Fire Elemental's turn. And Constitution saving throw for the Fire Elemental.
If he fails,
it
he
might
dies.
just die right here.
Yeah, no, that's...
So the Fire Elemental just erupts in flowers and lightning and smoke and ice as it falls to the ground as snowflakes. So all that's left in the room is Vect and the three of you. And up next is Vect. He looks at you, Horace, and looking around, you see Sweeney's head having hit the ceiling, blood pooling up against the ceiling above you. Izzy struggling in the air as these dried orange leaves are billowing off of her degrading body. And you feel this creeping sense of hopelessness. And then you feel it. This thing creeping over your mind again as Vect smiles. Third time's the charm, Horace. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, real bad. I got like a 5.
Okay. So you feel your limbs go numb. And you feel something else take control over you. You see, Horace, I knew I'd get in there eventually. And I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to use you to kill every one of your little friends up there. And then when I'm done with you, my little puppet, I'm going to let you sit and watch as Carceri eats your world. Okay? Does that sound good? Nod for me, Horace.
I nod.
And this is what happens. The orb is floating up. Vect releases out of your grasp Horace now that he's free. Looking around, his eyes dart upwards as Sweeney is bleeding out on the ceiling. Izzy is struggling against the pull of gravity, and Vect, still looking relatively unharmed, looks at you, Horace. Someone completely dominated and under his control. He has complete command of this situation. You can see Horace out of the corner of your eye. You have no control of your body, but you can catch it, the black smoke continuing to billow out into the ethereal plane as this beast, this thing which you once knew as the Warden, the entity called Carceri, spreads further and further across the planar system. You see, Horace, magic is a disease. A disease that has choked the life out of every plane it's touched. And like any disease, eventually, well, you get a fever. Carceri, for instance, a monster born out of pure, untamed magic. And now that it's free, it will spread to every city, every plane, destroying the very disease that birthed it. Poetic, don't you think? But don't worry. Like any good caretaker, I'll break the fever. I'll be there to get rid of the big bad monster once it's done its work. You see? And he eyes the spawning stone, pulsing with energy. See this thing? I don't need a fancy capsule or some wizard with the sniffles to deliver the cure for me. No. Just being in its mere presence has shown your friends for what they truly are. Soulless puppets. Walking carriers of the true plague infecting all worlds. When left unchecked, magic is virulent, merciless chaos that will consume every life unless I stop it. He points to the stone again. That is a pure anti-magic bomb. And I have been waiting to kill that motherfucker. To kill that thing that no god, that nothing could kill, but I can. Once, of course, it's finished cleaning up all of your little friends and all of your little would-be rebels, and I'll be safe here in my own kingdom until it's time to put the big bad monster down. And I want you to sit there with me, Horace, and just watch. Watch as I turn your kingdom upside down. And seeing as these are your final moments, Horace, It's been many years that you've spent with Izzy and Sweeney, and with your other friends, the other characters you've met along the way. What would you say is Horace's favorite memory with Izzy, with Sweeney, of these past many years, that he holds closest? His favorite moment and time with his friends?
That's actually a really easy answer.
Oh?
It was Bahamutmas when we all danced
Yeah.
at the Bahamutmas festival, end of the night.
Fun. That was fun.
And everybody was happy, and there was like, we were all had our favorite drinks and snacks, and we felt like that was like one of the first times I felt like the Velvet League was family.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that time. It's fixated in your mind for some reason. The Bahamutmas night. All your friends and family gathered in one place. Gormo was there. Umbernacht was there. Your family was there, and your friends were there. Dancing between them, spinning around. Each of them just enjoying the night in their own way. And you feel it. The pain of this being the last time you'll be with them. That pain in your heart, and not just in your heart, but in your legs, your arms, no, even your back. Almost like a heat building beneath your shoulder blades. Since before loss could be written, only 2 other mortals in recorded history have felt the pain that you feel now. Once, when a loved one was pinned under a castle. Once, when a soldier watched their last friend fall to an enemy's blade. But this is the third time. The third time that a mortal felt a pain this deep. The third time a mortal became an Aasimar. You see, most Aasimar are born as children of angels, but sometimes, when a mortal has been exposed to the celestial plane, exposed to that pure, unwavering radiance, it stays with them. And in moments of excruciating pain, when they are at their lowest, when their world is at its most bleak, they call upon that strength, as you have, right now. And that searing hot heat explodes out of your back as light billows into the room and the ball shatters. Vect flies back as angelic wings take dragon-like wing shape off of your back as you are floating in the air. The light and radiance penetrates every corner of the room. It hits Sweeney's body, it hits Izzy's body in full force, and the disease bleeds out of their body in one moment, and life flows into them.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
and
god.
in one moment, Sweeney's eyes shoot open.
Again!
Izzy's body returns to normal form in full capability of herself and her functions. You, Horace, no longer feel the pain of Doris. It seems that this pain has receded, that Doris is feeling whole again. And you are flying as Vect slams against the ground. And you, Sweeney, you feel magic has returned to you. It feels all of your slots have refilled. Izzy, all of your slots have refilled, and your health is at its peak. This moment that has happened, the third and maybe the most important time, now that this has occurred and such a disruption has taken place, I'm going to ask you for maybe the last time and the most important time to roll for initiative.